If you're really into old things, Spigen released their 10th anniversary classic cases inspired by the original iPhone 3G and the old school Macs. So let's check it out. If you've ever owned a classic Apple iMac G3, then this is a throwback to your golden years. Otherwise, these are just really retro awesome looking cases any nerd can appreciate. It's a three-piece design similar to the G3 look with the dual tone and the see-through internals. They went so far as to mimic the internal chips, ribbing, and apply texture where you probably would never feel it for yourself, but does make it very authentic. The inner casing is a flexible rubber mold that carries that whole retro vibe to it. So pop your iPhone into this sleeve first, slide the see-through cover through the top, and the same with the soft matte finish bottom that clicks right in place, making a gapless and seamless look. This one is definitely a looker and will catch some eyeballs your way. It's got a curve throughout the back like the original curves on the iMac G3 series. The buttons stick out and are responsive, standard cutout for the mute rocker, a thick enough back to keep your lens safe, and large cutouts throughout the bottom that will accommodate most wires. And although there are two layers of materials and sort of bulged out, the back still allows for wireless charging. You may have also noticed there is a cutout for the Apple logo. I think it's a nice touch and brings it all together. However, it is covered by the clear outer shell, so it's showing off while still staying protected. The case does add some girth overall thanks to the curved back and the dual layers of material, and you will feel that additional width of the case in your hand. It's not unbearable though, plus the bottom shell of the case has a soft matte finish that helps with gripping onto the case, which makes up for the large glossy backside that's a complete fingerprint magnet. In the end though, the case just looks really cool. Not something I've seen before, and just their attention to detail with the internals makes this an easy conversation starter. Obviously it comes in several different options, although my favorite goes to the graphite I have on. They've also got the snow color, a clear top with a teal accent, a complete opposite of the other cases that have a colored top. It's still got the same gloss back, the matte finish piece on the bottom, and the thick lip around the screen. Before I do go any further though, and for those who will comment about it, the gloss back isn't the most scratch resistant material, so try and avoid a pocket full of keys or change with your phone. But honestly, even scratched up, it still looks pretty awesome. It's still a case though, and in terms of protection, it's got their standard Spigen air pocket corners. Nothing amazing for intense drops, but will handle your day-to-day abuse just fine. I do want to highlight their Bondi Blue color though. Unlike the other cases I've shown, this top clear piece has a matte finish compared to the glossy finish on the others, and with the bottom piece sporting the glossy finish instead of the matte one now. This finish is reminiscent of my favorite Spigen case, the thin fit, and it just feels amazeballs. It's grippy, it doesn't grease up or fingerprint up as easily, and scratches aren't as visible. Don't get me wrong though, all the colors have their place in someone's heart. It may just depend what iMac G3 you had in the past, and you can match it to your heart's content. There's a variety to choose from, but for anyone that doesn't feel a connection to the iMac, you may want to consider their Classic One Case. Inspired by the original iPhone design, assuming you're old enough to remember how that looks, the silver and black dual tone is a major throwback to some people who had the iPhone as their first smartphone way back in 07. You can play a prank on your friends, trick the internet in thinking you're super retro, or just indulge in the nostalgia of the original iPhone. A deal breaker for some may be that the Apple logo is a complete cutout on this model, but the matte finish all around, dual layer design, and of course the air pocket corners make this a great all-around case. Now anyone can buy the case, but the memories of being one of the only kids to own the original iPhone in school is priceless. My personal favorite goes to the blue and white combo here because of this matte finish along the whole backside. I know a lot of you are going to dig the Classic One design, which is based off the iPhone 3G look. Links to all the cases and colors down below. That's it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below letting me know what case you want me to review next. I rest my retro cases.